Marty Garris to come and talk about the emergency ordinance item 12. Thank you.
Hello, Commission. I'm Marty Garris. I'm an Assistant City Attorney. I'm here to talk about anti-mask legislation. So the anti-mask legislation in front of you has been developed off some legislation from Georgia. It's a state statute in Georgia. We have identified that mass criminals pose a great risk of concealing their identity and making it harder for law enforcement to actually capture and apprehend the person and prosecute them. So this is a piece of legislation that we developed to address that concern. So the main points here are the first section. There is a piece of legislation where it addresses reasonable apprehension and causing fear in others and intimidating and threatening others while being masked. That would, in this legislation, make that a first-degree misdemeanor. The second portion of that is also a piece of legislation that says that if you commit a crime while wearing a mask, that and concealing your identity with purpose, that would be a first-degree misdemeanor. So those are the two main changes that we are proposing in this ordinance. It would take effect immediately upon its passage. It's modeled after the Georgia statute. This has been upheld in the 1990s twice in two different cases that went to the Georgia Supreme Court. And again, it was kind of challenged in 2014 when the Atlanta Police Department used it for demonstrators and counter-protesters wearing Guy Fawkes masks. So as everybody is aware, criminals like to use masks to hide their identities. It's going all the way back to cowboy movies with bandanas and Point Break with the president's mask. So this is our attempt to address those.
Did you just quote Point Break?
Of course.
Okay. Wow. Okay, you're going back.
And I'm open for questions if you guys have.
Yeah. Were you even born, Marty, when Point Break came out?
No, I was not.
No.
No, I was not.
All right, commissioners, any questions?
No, thanks a lot. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
I want to just say I appreciate the law department and the city of Dayton doing everything in our power to make sure that our citizens remain safe and continue to remain safe. This is one way that we're continuing to do that. I'm sure that there will be others moving forward. Appreciate the leadership out of the law department. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Any other comments or questions? All right. May I have a motion to approve the city manager's recommendations?
Yes, ma'am. I make a motion that we approve the manager's recommendations.
I second the motion, Your Honor.
It's been properly moved and seconded to approve calendar items. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Legislation, Ms. Lavender.
First reading emergency ordinance number 31792-20, enacting section 137.22 of the revised Code of General Ordinances, prohibiting the concealing of one's identity during the commission of a crime or to intimidate another, and declaring an emergency.
Your Honor, being declared an emergency, I move for the immediate passage of ordinance number 31792-20.
Second the motion, Your Honor.
It's been properly moved and seconded to approve emergency ordinance number 31792-20. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed?
Second reading emergency ordinance number 31792-20, enacting section 137.22 of the revised Code of General Ordinances, prohibiting the concealing of one's identity during the commission of a crime or to intimidate another. Mayor Whaley.
Aye.
Commissioners Joseph.
Aye.
Mills.
Aye.
Shaw.
Aye.
Fairchild.
Aye.